Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me is my good friend Ashley.
Hi.
And our best friend Pete.
That's me.
Oh, is that your home?
Oh,
It was. It's so cute.
live from his home that we're gonna invade and ruin.
Yeah. I didn't put my headset on, or if I didn't check my levels. My bad. I'm sorry.
You should put your headset on. Go back to call center mode. Come over to us. I have a lot of stuff I want to get to just in this first segment. I know we have a short amount of time, but here's what I wanted to do. I actually wrote a list down today because I didn't want to forget anything. I'm going to give shout-outs to everybody in this chat because this chat was awesome last episode, the first show of today. They were really active, and if we had a question, they were answering it. They were on top of it. Martin and Billy McDonald, everybody who was in it was awesome. I'm going to go back and look through that one. That was great. I'm going to make sure I give shout-outs to everybody who's in it for show number 2 because if you can put up with us 2 shows.
Like, it was like a peg lower. Sorry. Threw me off.
Second show of the night. Second show of the night. All right. But there are a couple of people that I did want to make sure I gave shout-outs to, and I wanted to make sure I didn't forget because they did really cool and important things throughout the past week and in general. These are some pretty cool people, and I figured why not?
These are our poppies of the week.
Poppies of the week!
Oh my god.
Poppies of the week!
Poppies!
Poppy.
All right. First one is number 1 fan Martin. Here's what I'll say about number 1 fan Martin. Number 1 fan Martin did something really special. Next week is going to be the first week where we're going to switch from 1 show a week to 2 shows a week. And Martin said, "You know what? I want to make that special." So what he did was he ordered a mystery box, a Funko mystery box from a online retailer, and he's having it shipped here.
Why are you so good to us,
So
Martin?
we can open it. It comes with 2 pops, all at random. We have no idea what's in it.
Why is he so good to us?
don't-
What do we do?
I don't
What
know.
do we do?
We need to go to Hawaii and just like wait on him hand and foot or something for like a
That's
weekend.
true, yeah.
We
Make
should
him
do-
look super cool. Be
Yeah.
like, this is Martin.
So-
Like,
so-
be like out of
We'll do
towners.
a cribs.
Be
We'll
like,
do
this is
Poppin'
Martin.
Off cribs. All right. So we will. We will continue to give you shout outs, Martin, for sure. Especially if we get them in time for next week's show and stuff like that, or whenever we get them for the show, we'll give you shout outs for that. But I want to make sure that I did because it really means a lot. I mean, we started out the show. By the way, this show is 21.
Ooh, it's as of legal age of
Technically,
drinking.
last show was 21. and this is
We've been
22.
legal for a couple.
But anyway, it really means a lot. I mean, everybody in the background that really does a lot of work. I mean, Andy comes in, Chris Bavona comes in and does a lot of stuff.
yeah.
But then even more so the listeners. I mean,
The support team that we have,
Right.
that Martin's included in it. Yeah.
Martin and Billy McDonald,
Johnny Rico,
and Strong Style, and all these people that are helping us out. I mean, this is just something we made up. And we were hoping people would enjoy, and now everybody's kind of really helping us out, and that really means a lot. And so I want to make sure that I did give shout outs to those people and tell them like what you're doing is really important. If we're ever gonna grow, if we're ever gonna become what we want this to be, it's all because of you guys. So I want to make sure I said that. Also, I wanted to wish a happy birthday to Lackey. You don't know who Lackey is? Ow! That was so loud. I was waiting for that, but even then it was scary.
Jesus.
Jason Lackey, happy birthday. He never can listen to us live or watch us live,
Oh, okay.
but he's a big fan of getting us on iTunes and downloading us, which is very important, by the way. We were going through all the stats on Audio Boom and iTunes and stuff like that, and right now...
I love
You wouldn't be playing that music if you knew what I was about to say. Right now, Poppin' Off has the least amount of downloads. Everyone, Poppin' Off has the least amount of subscribers.
I mean, I don't blame them. Who wants to listen to this voice?
I don't know. Strong Style, we would bring Marissa back. We're going to give a big shout out to Marissa. She is not allowed to be on the podcast.
Happy birthday.
Not because of us.
Yeah, we didn't do anything, guys.
But her
we're
job,
cool.
which We won't get into it, but
We
her
won't
job has
destroy.
told her that she would have to choose between being on the show or employment. So we're not gonna make her make that choice. So
I will. She did start following me on Instagram, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, she told me about that. She did. Pete, when I went to go get up the drinks. I love that. Oh, I love that. When I went to go get the drinks, she's like, oh, Pete followed me on Instagram now that I can't be on the show. I'm like, hint, hint. Like, I'm like, oh, he's a nice guy, Like, he seems pretty cool.
all right.
I'm glad that someone's doing work as a wing woman.
Slipping into the DM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she liked the way the D said.
Oh,
Anyway,
nice.
so
Very nice.
if you guys do download podcasts, just give us a subscribe. Even if you delete the episodes because you watch them live with us and stuff like that, it really does. These numbers are going to start to mean a difference eventually. We don't want to be on the bottom rung.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you guys can help us out, subscribe, download. Like I said, you could listen to it for 5 seconds and delete it because you're like, I already know what happens. I don't need it anymore. My cousin and my uncle actually listen way behind, but they subscribe and listen.
Oh, that's awesome.
My uncle showed me he had like 15 of our episodes just sitting on his phone. I was like, you were wasting way too much space.
Just subscribe. That's all we need. Just press
Damn,
subscribe.
Unc.
Hit that little subscribe button on the Apple iTunes podcast thing.
On that thingy.
Yeah, that thingy with the thing, and you hit the subscribe. Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, here they are.
But anyway, when Jason Lackey's listening to this, probably super late because I know he works nights. Happy birthday! I know it's a couple days off, but yeah, he's been really cool.
And yeah.
And that'll do, donkey. That will do.
Do we want to describe this drink really quick? We only got about a minute. Do we
This
wanna
is
wait until next-
amazing. So this is a classic take on the mojito. It's mixed with a rum that's doused in some kind of what was? Did she tell you the name of the flower?
No.
Okay.
But she said that the flower changes colors depending on the acidity of the drink.
Right. So we don't know why it turned purple, but it turned purple.
Because poison's in it.
And then it has little flowers in it, and it's pretty cool. And yeah, it tastes like a really strong mojito, and I'm sweating, and like it's really hot.
She's so awesome, Marissa, the official bartender.
Oh, yeah, she's
unofficial bartender of
If
the
you
show. I
haven't
guess.
seen her, she's amazing.
She said, you know what, this is a new drink. I'm gonna let you guys name it. And I told her in advance that we wanted something Star Wars related because we were gonna talk about Star Wars.
So I was saying purple Gatorade, but
I'm calling it the Imperial Sour. Yeah. By the way, 90s music all day today. Belle Biv DeVoe.
I love this song.
So do I. By the way, if you guys can keep up with all the songs and name them at the end, we'll give a prize to whoever gets it first. All of them in a list, in order. So
Danny's offering up prizes, and we're like super grateful that Martin's even sending us anything.
Not Martin stuff. Nando said we're allowed to offer up prizes, and we can use anything that's downstairs as a prize. Not computers or Chris Pavone or anything. Stand by, we're coming up after
I'm
this.
a fun prize, though.
Stay tuned.
It's great.
Thanks. I think someone has a crush on you.
Okay, who?
Let's make a game of it. One of these is a lie. He's 6'4". He collects stuffed exotic birds. He spends his free time trying to save lives.
Are you talking about Kevin?
Yeah! He's a registered bone marrow donor. Last week he got a call. He might be a match.
He's so cute. Oh, he is.
You could be a life-saving match for a patient with blood cancer. Learn more at dkms.org.
Have you ever wanted to have a fantasy expert in the palm of your hand? Or better yet, in the pocket of your khakis? Well, check it out. Now you can. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Download it now to your phone, we promise. No weird viruses, no strange tracking things. Just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of pure fantasy knowledge dropping all over your head. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Stop being a weirdo and streaming it online. Get it on your phone. Take it with you everywhere you go.
But tonight,
don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. What suffers and fear? Making the tears rain down.
Ooh, Monsoon. Bigger than the race in the league. Explosion.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. If you got that song, hurry up, start writing them down. Joining with me as always is my good friend Ashley. And our best friend Pete.
Don't you stand. You better move. Don't ever compare. Sorry.
Competition's paying the
price. I'm gonna knock you
I had to wait for that part to come
I'm
in.
gonna knock you.
Wow, it cut off really quick out of nowhere.
I know. I'm like, all right.
And you're
Well,
done.
excuse me, doesn't it
Right.
reveal the name of the song?
Done.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we start the segment off, we have a surprise round 2 drink
Oh, we do.
that we're gonna introduce already because we're already getting there.
Ashley was like, we talked earlier in the week about this, and she was like, try to get Marissa to make something colorful and maybe fruity tasting or something like that. And I said, oh, okay. And then Ashley said, you know what? I'm gonna bring in a drink too. I was like, all right. Yeah. What do you got for us, Ashley?
Surprise! Is Angry Orchard Rosé.
This is the new
Poppies. I'm gonna call you out poppies. Sorry.
population.
Populations. Poppies. Poppies are cute, like a poppy flower. You guys are like poppy seeds.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
I was going with more of a Hispanic feel and calling them Poppy.
Cheers.
Oh, poppy.
But,
Cheers,
No,
Pete.
I don't even say that word. Isn't that
Cheers.
weird?
Yeah, whatever.
Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, population.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like shit.
I've never had.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, that was a hell. That was.
Just
a
stop giving me
hell.
drinks, please.
I'm
think
gonna
I've
go with
reached my
the,
cap.
the drink number 1. The Imperial Sour was much better. Okay, so for the pop of the week, I want to do something special. I recently got a very special pop. Very special to me, pop. Not a very special pop in general, but a very special pop to me. And I asked the guys, I asked the guys and girl, guy and girl,
Hey.
if they wanted to be in on it and know, and I could just reveal it, or if they wanted to be surprised too, and they both said they wanted to be surprised also.
I do.
Neither
I wanna
one
be
of them
surprised.
know I have this at all. Period. So Andy, why don't you shoot to the yeah.
Ah, that's so cool.
Adorable.
That's not the Dorbs, right?
No, that is the original Homer Simpson Funko Pop.
That's so. You were talking about that last week.
This is my Grail of Grails.
Wow, what's the worth right now? I'm gonna search that up.
Inbox, it's worth $280.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna say how much I spent on it because I did not. By the way, I know my dad here is probably listening because he was listening to show number 1. I'm not crazy.
He's like, wow, Danny.
I
thanks."
did not spend. I didn't even spend a third of that. Is what I'm gonna say.
Okay, so
Not
you,
even a third. I spent less than a third on it. I
Okay.
talked to this person down from well over $100 to well under $100.
Okay.
So
okay.
I got it at an absolute steal. Actually,
steal.
Martin and I were talking about this. He doesn't know that I have this pop, but Martin and I were talking about this because he and I use this site called Macari. It's actually an app where you can post stuff, but you can buy stuff from other people. It's not a
Oh.
retail site. It's like a third-party retail site.
Oh, like Let Go. Like you could get
right,
rid of
right,
stuff.
right,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
Oh,
it's
by
all
the
over-
way, people are selling pops on Let Go.
I know.
Yeah, it's like a secret thing.
But Macari's really cool where it's all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
So Martin actually this week was able to get a couple of his grails too because I know he collects Dragon Ball Z, and he was able to get a couple. But Macari's a great site if you're looking for stuff. The reason that I got it at such a low price is because it is out of box. I didn't get any box with it, but I didn't really at this point I didn't care.
Yeah,
it was
just look how
it was
badass that
so it was so low in comparison to I can't believe I just said so low. It was so
So
low
Oh, but I'm bumping.
in comparison to what it retails at now in the box that I couldn't say no to it.
So right now it's going for about average price of $240. The
Okay.
highest price that it sold for was actually $355.
There you go.
And the lowest price you can possibly
Holy
get it to, tell me if I'm close to this is what you got it for. $162 with 50 cents.
Not even close.
You were much lower than that.
Much. I am even 50% lower than that at least.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, right?
Oh my
The
god.
hardest
So
part,
fluffy.
He's
the
so
hardest part,
fluffy. That's what happens when I see him.
Yeah.
Like so cute.
the hardest part of the whole thing was keeping it a surprise, and I thought it was gonna be a rip because I was like, this price is way too low.
Right.
Obviously, this person was probably just moving, and they were just like, look, I don't even care about it anymore. And I just talked them down. Number one, obviously, I knew right away that they didn't care about it at all.
You know what, that brings up a good question for me though. I'm like, how do you know you're really buying an authentic like Funko Pop?
They do have stamps on the bottom.
They do.
They have a numbering system on the bottom. I'm not sure exactly what that means, like the coding and stuff, but there are pretty good judgment signs that it is a fake versus it's easier to tell if it's a fake versus me telling you that this is definitely real.
Okay.
It's easier for me because if you buy them off of like eBay and stuff like that, Martin actually he posted if you're not in the Facebook group by now, you are missing out. I say this every week, but I really mean it.
You give so many tips. People help out so much.
Yeah, everybody helps out. It's not even us that are the biggest people helping out. It's actually Strong Style, Martin, Billy McDonald, Brandon, even Lackey posts in there, and I think he has maybe one pop. Actually, no, Lackey joined. He doesn't have any pops yet, and he actually asked what he should get, and we were all posting ideas.
I'm one peg ahead of you, Lackey. Let's do this.
You're a host of the show, though.
I'm one peg ahead.
Anyway, but
Pegs!
Pegs!
Martin actually had this problem. He ordered something off of eBay, which he thought when he ordered it was too good to be true. And it proved to be too good to be true.
That sucks.
It was
Martin,
painted
out of all
and it was
people,
fake.
The man has like good karma coming out of the wazoo.
Luckily, he was able to get a better deal off Macari for other stuff. I mean, yeah, he got burned a little bit. It was a little burn.
Yeah,
but stuff like
which
that.
Which is gonna happen. It's not like it's not going to happen. You just have to watch out for it. And if you follow our group, you would know the signs.
The crazy thing is with this one, it was low to the point where I was right there. I was 100% suspicious. I was like, either something's off. I was like, maybe it's gonna come in 3 different pieces, or I didn't know.
Well, that's why I asked you. I'm like, okay, well, there's so many third-party retailers now that are making like copies.
But here's what I did. I looked at all of the other pops that they had sold.
Right.
I looked at all their ratings. I looked at everything because I thought, well, maybe it is the real pop.
Right.
But they're gonna try to just take my money and stuff like that. But I paid with PayPal so that I would get reimbursed if anything happened.
With this PayPal thing again.
Look, I would love to get sponsored by PayPal. It's just like my picture on one of a PayPal debit card or something. I would love that. But anyway, so I backed myself up. I got myself secure just in case anything weird happened.
Right.
But it didn't. I mean, it showed up like 3 days later.
You know what I wish like Funko would invest in? Maybe some kind of directory where you can actually put in the serial number that the Funko Pop is actually registered under to see if it's legit or not.
You know, people that are smarter than me about pops, they may already know because there is a number stamped on the bottom of his foot.
Right.
So people that are smarter than me, there may actually already be a way to look that up.
I hope so. If anybody like has any information on that, like please post it on the group or even in the chat right now because I'm curious. Like, is there a way that we can actually legitimize, I guess, our pops if we buy them any other place than where we should buy them at? I mean, you know,
it's a smart idea. I would definitely, I'd promote it. I'd post it in
just in case, like just to reassure you guys.
Yeah. But anyway, so like I said, Dad, I did not spend a ton of money. You heard what it retailed with the average price of it is.
But in total, it's massive.
Whoa.
It's massive.
I have sold.
It's enough to pay my tuition. Like, it's massive.
What? I'm about out of the pops that I've sold versus the pops I've invested in.
You could have gone on 31st dates.
No, I've probably
40.
I've probably spent.
We should do that, Pete. We should wage to see, like, we could compare the two. How many first dates could Danny have gone to with the pop collection that he has, the amount in total? Like, total amount, the value of it.
That might get depressing.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Aw, you guys so negative. I mean, like, in a positive sense. You never know.
By the way, shout out to Martin. I would love it if Macari sponsored our site, our show.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We could do the Macari Pop of the Week, and it could be one that we ordered on Macari, and we give the values of them from Macari.
I'm down.
Somebody want to pitch this to Macari? Get the CEO of Macari on the phone. Vivona, get the CEO of Macari on the phone. Stat.
Hello.
We got $1 million idea.
We got ideas.
The CEO of Macari.
Show.
And get Pete a cappuccino. All right.
Quadruple.
Yeah, quadruple shot. I did want to bring back something before we run out of time this segment. The Pop Collector of the Week.
Yeah.
This one actually comes from Twitter.
Who is it? And he goes back to his paper?
John Martinez.
Ooh.
And this is his collection.
John Martinez.
It's pretty cool. It looks very organized.
Yeah, it does.
It's way more organized than my room.
I'm
at least
trying
a
to.
snapshot of all the pops
Oh
there.
man, does he have a Reaper one? That's awesome.
Right? He's
I
got
need
some
my
cool ones.
glasses. I can't see.
Going to Overwatch League. I gotta. That's awesome.
Pete, I feel like you should dive into the Overwatch pops. Like, you would like all of them. There are some really good ones.
I'm gonna probably be buying 1 or 2 for my nephew on Thursday
Very
Bob
cool.
because I'm taking him to the Overwatch League.
You know what? That would be something fun that the listeners can do. Can everybody suggest something that Pete should buy for his nephew? Which pop that Pete should buy for his nephew? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, let's not, because right now my nephew's on a whole big kick. I'm taking him to Beverly Hills this weekend for a bougie Saturday, and he's like, "Can we go to Gucci? I want a wallet." And I was like, "Yo, time out. Do you know how much a Gucci wallet costs?"
Whoa.
And he's like,
He's upgraded a little bit.
I bought him a $20 wallet, and his cat ripped it up. His cat.
Whoa. You know, that takes me back, Pete.
I remember when
back.
when you bought
I got a story.
bought him that wallet and a hat. Because it was the
Two dads.
Yeah, it was my two dads. It was when me and Pete took his nephews around the city together, and it was my two dads.
Oh God.
We were holding hands and skipping.
My ex at the time was useless, and so Danny played a really good wife.
Yeah.
Or second husband.
Second
Yeah,
husband.
why
I would
does he
rather
have
that.
to be the wife? He can be a good husband.
Because I had pretty hair. Let's be
Doesn't
honest
matter.
here.
I'm helping you out, Danny. Damn it.
He had long, pretty hair. He's a bop.
He's a goddess.
we went to the Met.
Yep.
No, Museum of Natural History.
Yeah.
Went there. And yeah.
Saw
we were
some
just-
naked
my two dads-
Neanderthals. That was
Yeah.
good.
Oh my God! I should have sent you that photo. We took a nice photo with my nephews all set up, and then the one naked Neanderthal, right, like
Oh,
creeping
I
right
gotta
in the back.
see
in
it.
the back.
I want to see it. I'm dying to see it.
It is pretty funny.
I'm dying to see it.
But anyway, I mean, if you're gonna get him one anyway, if you guys want to, post either in the chat room or in the.
I mean,
Poppin' Off
what's he
Facebook
interested in? Like, what is he like? What's hot right now?
Oh my God! He's annoyingly a DC fan, and we got into an argument recently because
God,
as a
that's the
29-year-old
worst.
fighting with a 13-year-old, I was like, "Why don't you have better taste? Because your movies are shitty."
Well, it's because of the
I mean,
merchandise that DC is coming out with. Like they're basically buying out their younger crowd. I mean, the OGs are looking into Marvel because of the actual series, like what they're coming out with, as opposed to DC. Oh God, I can't.
I mean, he likes Arrow, and he likes Arrow, which I'll give it. Arrow and Flash are actually good series.
They
Every other
are.
movie, I would rather watch paint dry. Again, he's like, but Suicide Squad was so good, and then I was like, no, I remember Danny wanted to go see it too, and I told him the entire story. I was like, hey,
No, we saw
We're going to
Suicide
see it.
Squad
Suicide
together.
Squad.
No,
no, I know, and we saw it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
we saw a
because I was
matinee
very-
showing. It was a guy's brunch morning. We saw it at 10 a.m.
I actually got a coffee, an iced coffee, to go and see the movie.
That's how I go to see the movie every time. 8:30 in the morning, I go see a nice matinee show, and I get a coffee and a donut, and it's great. I love it. People are nice.
It
in the
was
morning.
actually, that was the best part. Danny and I sitting there, and then the one guy going, "Yo, when did Superman die?" I know
See,
that we were supposed to know this.
This might be a spoiler, but like when I was watching Avengers, like Infinity War, I literally like at the end, I turned to the guy next. I think I said this before. Like I turned to the guy next to me, and I was like, "Can you believe that?" I'm like, "Can you believe that?" And I've never met this guy before, and I was like, "Come on, man!" And it was like, even Andy looked at me like, "What's going on? when did you get so passionate about this?" I'm like, "I'm sorry."
But see, but at least you ended it like that. You didn't end and be like, "What just happened?"
Oh yeah, that's true. Like, who was that? Like, oh wait, no, not
Who's
even
that
like
guy?
who was Thanos? It's like,
Why does Thanos hate everyone so much?
what? Why is he trying? What is his main goal? Like, what is he trying to do?
Why does that purple
Who's
guy
the
not like
Black
that green
Tiger
girl?
guy? Who's that black tiger guy from that country, Wakanda?
Oh my god!
I'm just curious about that guy.
God.
Who's he?
What,
Oh
He's
my
got
god!
all the cool metal shit.
did Spider-Man get a new power? Like, how does he disappear
What
like
happened
that?
to Tobey Maguire? I just can't.
I thought spiders had 8 legs. He only has 6.
Doesn't he
I
turn?
don't get it.
He doesn't turn into a spider. You got it.
It's man
What is
spider.
the point?
It's man spider. I like that man spider character. When does Uncle Ben show up? He's my favorite.
Yeah. Doesn't he give any words of wisdom? Like, no. Oh, God, it's so warm in here. I'm sweating.
It is really warm in here.
Anyways.
My tongue tastes like burning.
We shouldn't mix, Danny. This isn't cool.
I've already, at this point.
We're, like, past this
is
point.
really good, but now I'm starting to drink, like, the leaves.
No, I know it.
The
That's the
mint.
thing. Like, I really love a good mojito. Like, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I hate any kind of, like, fruit. Like, anything in my drink. Like, I don't want a leaf stuck in my tooth. Like, I'm going to be really...
Is that because you're on camera or just in general?
No, just in general. It just makes me mad when I have, like, any kind of herb in my mouth. It sounds weird. There's only one.
Really?
There's only one that I accept. There's only one that I can accept.
I don't like any herbs in my mouth. Really? Okay.
All right.
This is how intervention starts.
Ooh.
It's like, I don't really like any herbs. You gotta talk about that. But okay, you confess.
All right. So I had a really cool idea that I wanted to start doing for the pop collections of the week.
What is it?
Moving forward, I want you guys to send in not of your whole collection, but moving forward, I want to see your grail of your collection right now, the one that you have already. I know Martin's got a couple that he's about to pick up. I know he's got them shipped to other families' houses so he can pick them up because they didn't ship to Hawaii or anything like that. But anybody, any one, I want to see your grails moving forward, just for a little while, just to get a taste of what you guys are like. You hold in the highest esteem.
I'll show my only one, which I'm
That's
proud
your
of,
grail.
my Black Panther.
Oh my god, I can break out my pops right now. I can go right into my living room and grab them to start the next one.
All right, do it.
You can see the 2 pops that I brought.
All right, guys. When we get back, we've got a lot of movie news to get to. We're gonna continue with the Funkos theme to kick that segment off. I watched it over the weekend. Johnny Rico's been giving me crap for not watching the Funko documentary. It was on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Funko documentary?
Calling Making Fun. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
What?
Shut the Funko up.
Bop.
Are you new to Daily Fantasy? Are you a veteran? Either way, you can better your chances of winning money, and lots of it, by going to dailyroto.com. Multiple people have become millionaires thanks to the guys at Daily Roto. Why not take advice from the experts? You can become a millionaire too. Just go to dailyroto.com to rock daily fantasy sports.
Skix sneakers are taking over tailgates and alumni homes across America. Skix canvas high top, low top, slip-on, and kids tennis style sneakers designed in officially licensed college colors and logos is a must-have for every college fan's wardrobe. Fun, fashionable, and comfortable. Whether you're at the big game or watching the game at home, Skix helps fans perform better. Go to Skix.com and use promo code FNTSY for 15% off your pair now. That's Skix.com. Skix sneakers, the soul of a true fan.
Don't matter, just don't curse.
Yo, fellas, y'all ready to do this?
I can never not curse.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is my good friend Ashley and our best friend Pete.
That's me.
Aw, that's your collection? That's my reaction
all I
right
brought.
now. Oh.
That's all I brought.
You got
Listen,
Evil
again,
Morty.
Evil Morty. And then Erlich Bachman from Silicon Valley. He's a little stoned.
He's a little.
Stuff from your mom. All right. So I figured we'd kick off the movie segment.
This drink is amazing. Okay.
The movie segment with a little recap on Making Fun.
Go
the Funko-
ahead.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Oh, I'm
Making
like,
Fun.
go ahead. I haven't watched
You
it.
rang.
Like,
I haven't
Making
watched
Fun, the Funko documentary that is on Netflix right now.
So what's it about, man?
It's about how Funko, the company, came about and where it started and where it is now. I mean, it ends with, like, I believe footage from, it's either the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con or the 2017 San Diego Comic-Con.
Do you know like when this all originated? Like when did Funko start releasing like pops and
I
stuff like that?
believe the first ones, if I remember correctly from the beginning of the documentary, I think it was like 90, 98, something like that.
So they've been out for that long?
But they weren't pops. They were larger bobbleheads. They were wacky wobblers.
Oh,
or
I
whatever.
see.
That's
So
what
when
they
did they
started.
get into? Do you know when they got into pops?
That's what the whole watch the documentary because that's what happens. It
I'm
kind
gonna
of
have
shows
to.
you the progression. But I do know this. It started as like 3 or 4 friends.
Really?
They were like, you know what? We want to make one. And it started with Bob's Big Boy, Wacky Wobbler.
What?
Yeah. That's why like that one is like one of the crazy ones to find and stuff. And then it goes through like different Funko fanatics that kind of started with the company and started like collecting. It's really cool.
It seems
to
like
give,
it's worth watching.
To give Johnny Rico credit for telling me I needed to talk about it and check it out as soon as it came out. I have to give him all the credit. It was worth watching.
Okay.
It was cool. It was a history lesson on how Funko started. And what's really cool is that at one point, one of the main creators sold it, got out of it. He was like, I can't do this anymore. It's driving me
It's
crazy.
too much
I'm
for
gonna
me,
kill
man.
myself.
These pops.
No,
It's
it was
too much.
more of like the marketing aspect of everything and having to one-up themselves all the time. And he's just like, I can't do it anymore. So he sold it to one of his friends. And then when they started doing all those shirts and everything, that's because that guy came back. And his friend said, you know what? Let's bring you back into the company. And because at that point he made a small apparel company.
Oh.
And that's why Pop has Pop
See,
Tees.
that's a good friend.
So he brought his friend back in. So now his friend.
That's a good friend.
Now they're all back in the company.
I gotta
again.
watch it. It sounds
It's good.
pretty good.
It's definitely worth watching. It's on Netflix, so you can watch it for free.
I love me a good documentary, to be
Steal
honest.
somebody's login
I love
information
me
for
free.
Netflix if you don't have it.
I love what?
I love free.
All right.
It's my third favorite F word.
Third?
Yeah.
I know
The
one
F
of those.
word.
Yeah.
Food.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then free. And if you can throw all of them in the same sentence, I'll probably marry you. Because it obviously didn't work out the first time.
All right. So we want to get some.
I've been in the scenario where all 3 apply, Pete. It's been a happy scenario.
Free food?
Yeah, right. Free.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All 3. In order, too. What are we talking about?
All right. So we want to get in some. I have a feeling Pete is going to be very excited about this.
What?
Ashley, have you ever seen the movie Spawn?
Okay, no. Isn't it supposed to be really scary?
No, it was actually the original was what a lot of people thought complete poop.
Well, okay. Walk me through the original. Like, completely spoil it for me. Like, ruin it for me. I want to know.
Eat?
Wow, you can hear me scratching my face. Keep going.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but the
I
original
want
had
you
Michael
to.
J. White in it. It also had John Leguizamo in it.
Okay.
So essentially, it was a soldier that was a mercenary for hire, got killed, all for the devil's army, and he didn't want to help the devil, and that's what Spawn is.
Figuratively or, like, literally?
Literally.
Like, the devil?
No, the devil.
Oh. And what year did it come out?
95?
Early 90s.
Y'all forget I was born on 93.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all
Yeah,
too
it was-
young to watch it. I'm just saying we watched it.
I haven't seen it. No, I mean, even the name. I'm just like, new. Wait, what, Andy? What?
Thank you.
What?
Yeah. Thank you,
explained
Andy.
this
You
movie
say
to
that
you a
out
bunch
loud
of
and
times.
proud.
Anyway, the reason I bring up the movie is that they are going to redo it, and Jamie Foxx has signed on to be Spawn.
Yeah, and I have mixed feelings about that. At least from, like, if you guys don't know, like, I don't like to put a lot of stuff out on social media. I like to keep it quiet, but I am a big creeper. So I like to watch people's reactions. I like to hear, stuff, heard it through the grapevine. But a lot of people are upset about Jamie Foxx being it because they think that he's going to mess it up. Like, they're like, oh, him and all his stuff, and he can be so extra. Perhaps he might just ruin it. I don't know, though.
My thing is, Michael J. White, who originally did it,
Right.
is such a badass.
Okay.
Like, he was a baller. He was a badass. He was a fighter and everything. So I loved his fight scenes. I don't know about Jamie Foxx. I mean,
Can I pause for a second?
Was
take it.
a
are the same people that are saying this about Jamie Foxx right now, were they the same people that were saying, hey, Chris Pratt is Andy Dwyer? I can't see him as a superhero,
no.
Guardian of the Galaxy, some cut action hero guy.
I want to say yes. Like, if I thoroughly think about it, I feel like maybe perhaps then yeah. But it's Jamie Foxx. I mean, the last good role. What was his last good role? Can anyone name it?
Angry Bosses?
What?
No.
He was
Besides, oh my God, here we go.
But if you think about why Jamie Foxx, why it's getting heat. I mean, think about Jamie Foxx as Electro.
That wasn't his
That
fault.
was poop.
That wasn't his fault.
No, but I'm just saying. But yes, and
We
Green
have
Lantern wasn't Ryan Reynolds' fault either.
Look, we have to admit though, like we have to admit, he hasn't been good since like what, the early 2000s, since like Ray Charles, the movie came out, since his album came out. He's been in hiding for quite some time, and I don't know. I think he should just stay there. Is it terrible to say that? Is it? I mean, he's dating Katie Holmes. You got that for you going. Like, just stay happy. Just go somewhere. Just join
is
a
Katie
cult.
Holmes? Is that like a pedestal to be on? Because like she
No,
sold her soul to
not at
Scientology.
all.
Like,
Not at
I
all.
feel like
Not
at
in
this
the
point,
slightest bit.
that's
I've
like-
met the lady.
That's
She's
like a
all right.
lion tackling an already dying gazelle. Like that's what I feel like going after Katie Holmes. It's like,
Hey. I heard she had to like stay quiet about that relationship because of a contract she signed with Tom Cruise. It was intense, but
Yeah.
I digress. Anyways, I mean, I don't know. Jamie Foxx.
I'm excited for it. Blumhouse is behind it. I think they're doing some good stuff. I think Jamie Foxx is. I think it's gonna.
I
be
just feel
good
like he
with him.
fits into a certain niche, and I don't think he can get out of that. If that sounds terrible, I know, but
I'm on the side of I'm optimistic, and here's why. Because if they can make Andy Dwyer into Star-Lord, then I believe in the power of movie magic.
But that's not tough because Star-Lord himself isn't like, he's not like Captain America or like Thor. Like, he's not like this big Adonis kind of character. He's
they
more
made
goofy.
the dude who wore whipped cream bikini into Captain
All
America.
he did was lose. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's true. But that's different. I mean,
How is that different?
because he's beautiful
not
on
a-
his own. Like, he didn't have to do much.
Oh, it's not a Sunday.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
banana split. That guy
Love
is
that
Captain
movie.
America.
And I don't mind that because he plays the part. His arrogance plays the part. I don't know if Jamie Foxx can carry it for me. I don't know. But then again, I haven't seen Spawn, so I'm judging with a blindfold on at this point.
I honestly, I suggest you definitely go. And like, this isn't like, oh, you have to do it by next week. I definitely think that you should watch Spawn, the original Spawn.
I'll take your word for
Like,
it.
I would recommend anyone because
I think
to be
if
honest,
If
like,
it's not
watch
like
it
too
with you.
gory or like terrifying, then
Oh, it's gory.
see, that's the thing.
But not like it's not
but
like
it's not too
over-
like terrible.
It's not Saw gory. You know what I mean? Like it's 90s gory, which is not 2000s the horror gore
Ooh,
eras.
you guys are reminding me of something.
No.
There was actually a film
No,
that
think,
was just
John Leguizamo's in it.
Yeah,
okay.
he's in it.
I guess.
Like, so there's like some comedy like to the gore, and it's
That's why I
actually
think-
some pretty funny.
Well,
Jamie
I hope
Foxx
it's
could
like
work.
I hope it's dark comedy that's actually like written
Yeah.
like well. It's just, I don't know. I'll wait and see.
All right.
I'll wait.
Well, we're off to a great
That'll do.
I
start
don't know.
so far.
That'll do.
We want to continue on this trend? How about this? Han Solo, disappointing first weekend at the box office.
So you guys
Call
are gonna
it.
kill me, but I haven't seen it. And if you've been watching the show since day one, I've said that I've wanted to see this more than I wanted to see Infinity Wars. I know, shoot me in the butt, I don't care. But I still do want to see it, and it's not because of just Lando or because of Solo story, but I don't know. I think there's still something good about it. I mean, how was it rated? Was it still destroyed by the critics afterwards, or?
I don't think it did so good with the critics. I said this on the last show, on the first show. I went in cautiously optimistic, and I went out going, I enjoyed that movie. I didn't enjoy it as much as the original trilogy or Rogue One, I guess, but it's definitely better than the prequels.
Okay.
I'll say that for sure.
Okay.
And it's
I didn't see it either.
Why not?
because out of all of
I
those
have no
movies,
desire to.
yeah, that was one of the ones he didn't care about seeing.
Well, why not?
I
mean,
didn't.
But
I
here's
didn't care about seeing it because it was this. They honestly were just trying to do this, and they were just trying to bring in this new audience and this younger demo. And I mean, I only like Childish Gambino with an and Amelia Clark because,
But that isn't
let's
enough.
be honest, I'm going to eventually marry her. But that was all just superficial. I had no desire to go into it. But I was assuming that it would probably take a hit because I just didn't think that it was going to be as big. I didn't think it was going to bring in the Star Wars audience that Star Wars movies bring in.
Well, can I ask
Well,
a question?
why not?
Can I ask a question to both
Sorry,
of you guys?
go on.
It's kind of a two-part question. I've been thinking about one thing. First part is, if the Solo movie came out first of the 3 big movies that just came out,
Exactly.
like before Infinity War and before Deadpool, if Star Wars came out and then like 2 weeks later, let's say Infinity War came out or something like that, would that have? Do you guys think that would have made it a bigger opening? Maybe not better reviews, but just a bigger opening. Number one, that's first part. Second part is, if they had continued the trend of Star Wars movies and aired it in like November, December, which is where they've kind of had a lot of the releases, like they had Episode 7, they had Rogue One, that was in the winter. Those were all kind of winter releases and stuff like that. Was it a time period difference also? Because you don't really have the big summer blockbusters in November, December. So I wonder if it would have fared better in like that time where there really isn't too many big movies coming out. So it's kind of like an A and B. Same relating question, but just kind of two different sides to it.
I mean, to carry on from there, like I feel like if they would have released it maybe during the summer, like July 4th kind of situation, then perhaps it would have had a chance. But I mean, you're coming off of Infinity Wars. Who's going to be interested in you after Infinity Wars? Everyone's like,
Deadpool did amazing. It came out.
Yeah, but even
2 weeks after Infinity War.
Right, but even Deadpool
I don't think it has anything to do with timing.
I think it does, because even the Deadpool fans who are also Infinity War fans, it's like a certain criteria that you have to meet. So you want to go see Deadpool because you want to laugh, and it's a good movie, and it's written by Ryan Reynolds, blah, blah, blah. It's great. But at the same time, who wants to see Lando, who wants to see Childish Gambino after seeing 2 great films? Like, it's like a piggyback. It's like, okay, do I want to spend the money to do this? No, I'd rather wait. I'll wait until it's on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, realistically speaking. I mean, what do you think, Pete? Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, people are still going to the movies. As you can tell with Infinity Wars, people are still going to the movies. I honestly think it came down to it came down to a lot of factors, and I don't think timing per se was the big thing. I think Childish Gambino, we brought that up. I think his video. I don't know if Disney was too for it. I think his whole entire stance with This Is America probably rubbed people the wrong way. Didn't want to see the movie.
Well, yeah, of course.
I think that was a factor. I think another factor of the sole fact of this is a really like a standalone Star Wars movie in that sense, where they're doing this solo movie. But like I said last week, the cast of characters all the same age as,
it doesn't make sense.
Where they were originally. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
This was a reach for an audience that wasn't quite there yet.
Right.
And I think it was a hit and a miss.
But I
think it's Star Wars learning their lesson.
In that sense, I completely agree. To be quite honest, I feel like they could have probably released another film before they released this one, because the ages don't make sense. It's true that you can't beat that. Can
I ask one more question just before we go to break? There are rumors now of a Boba Fett movie. Now
that will do well.
That was the question I was going to ask you. Do you think that'll do better just because Boba Fett is this?
We have nothing.
This dark horse character. We don't know too much, but he's always been a fan favorite. Everybody, Boba Fett. Everybody loves Boba Fett from the original trilogy. He's literally in there for few scenes throughout a couple of movies. But he became a fan favorite. Everybody's have loved him. The other question, flip side of that. So yes, you think that'll do well because they have more they have more freedom to kind of go out. It doesn't have to be in this fixed box to try to figure it out.
Everyone has been chomping at the bit to get the backstory of Boba Fett for the longest time. I think that will do so much. I think that would be so much better than Solo.
Here's my other really quick question, because we only got like a minute left. I heard there's a petition going around to try to make it an R-rated film. Do you think it would do better as an R versus a PG-13?
Quick question, though. Isn't it still owned by Disney?
It is.
Okay, so even if they do rated R, it's not going to be much, so can't get that excited. It'll probably be like an enhanced PG-13, to be quite honest.
Well, here's my thing. Boba Fett, I don't know if they're gonna add humor to it, but if you just make an R, it's gonna be like a Hitman in space. That's what that movie's gonna be like if it's a Boba Fett movie. It's gonna be Hitman in space.
Yeah.
Like,
but that sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Deadpool are, yeah, but see, but all those characters come with humor. Boba Fett doesn't come with humor. So it literally is just gonna be like, dude, murder things in space.
All right, guys, we gotta go to break. We'll be back after this. We've got so many more stories to talk about. We'll be back after this. Everybody stay tuned. Hashtag trending coming up after this.
No diggity. Hey.
I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow. East side to the...
Do you love watching your fantasy players score a winning touchdown? Now imagine you actually got to call that touchdown play. The Fan Controlled Football League is putting play calling in the hands of fans with real professional football players running the action. Visit fcfl.io to learn more.
Want a chance to win 2 tickets to a 2018 World Series game? Go to dailyroto.com/DKMS. There you'll find a link to a free DFS baseball contest every day. The contests are sponsored by DKMS, and they're looking for your help in the fight against blood cancer. For many patients, a bone marrow transplant is the best chance for survival. Find out how you can help and play in free DFS contests with a shot at winning 2 tickets to a 2018 World Series game. Go to dailyroto.com/DKMS. That's dailyroto.com/DKMS.
Whoa. Okay. Well.
Wait for it to kick in. Wait for it. Welcome again to Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, my good friend Ashley. And our best friend Pete.
And your crystal ball is so crystal clear. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry. I was BC.
Chris muted it for us.
It's summertime. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
We heard it in our ears. He didn't say it, so.
I didn't say it.
I know you didn't say it.
I said the wrong line. So
all right. So we have so much I want to get to. Really quick though, I did want to say this, and we'll move on to some more hashtag trending stuff and everything like that. But Deadpool 2. There are a couple of things that happen, and Pete will know because did we already say spoiler alert for Deadpool 2? Can we? Is there anything we can talk about? Is it safe?
You can. I mean, I have no problem.
I believe it's safe.
All right. There is a scene in which Deadpool puts together a new superhero team, a super duper team, I believe is what in the terms that he said, and they were gonna call it
Which
X-Force.
is super dope.
They were gonna call it X-Force, and they hype it up like it's gonna be this real cool coming together of these new superheroes and everything like that. Maximum effort, and in about 5 minutes, everyone dies.
Really? All of them? Even wait. How about the guy with the mustache? Does he die
Everyone
too?
dies.
Aww. Except for this
man,
girl.
we really didn't pull any punches on spoiling that, huh, Danny? You did not pull any
What about
punches on
Domino?
that.
Domino stays.
Anyway.
Domino's pretty cool.
Anyway, so there's a discussion going around here. Let me click on this about a potential X-Force movie, and Drew Goddard went on record to answer some questions, basically saying, "Hey, now that happened, what potential do we have for some sort of X-Force movie eventually in the future with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and some other people?" And he said, "To be honest, I read the script and saw that scene, and I cackled so loud that people thought that I was choking." Like this article, he basically said this was hilarious. He said, "One thing I said to Ryan was, don't worry about it. We'll come up with new ideas. You guys go make your movie, and we'll figure it out." We'll figure it out is whose favorite catchphrase? We'll figure it out.
Oh, Nando Defeno.
Nando.
I love that man.
But anyway,
I want to send him flowers.
So
Do you think he likes flowers?
yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, so there, that basically a lot of people are saying, and this article is kind of alluding to, that there is still hope for an X-Force movie with Deadpool and potentially Cable and anyone else that has been rumored for X-Force, because they're gonna figure it out. no matter what happened.
Come on.
What do you think about that?
Come on. Go, Pete. Go, Pete. Pistol Pete.
I don't know. I don't really want an X-Force movie right now.
No, not
I'm
right
all for
now.
it. Well, even then, like I'm more excited about the New Mutants and letting that come, because that's going to be the darker one, and seeing how that goes before we play. I love the play of X-Force through Deadpool 2. Like, I loved it. I love the fact that how they did that, how they lit up and then murdered everyone. But I think they need to pump their brakes on that. I don't think it was properly cast anyway, and they would have to recast that entire thing because the cast alone for X-Force was weak.
Oof. Oof. Hard words. Harsh.
I'm not gonna listen. Like, Terry Crews is great. You
guys wouldn't be surprised if I said I just didn't see it.
That's okay.
You didn't see Deadpool 2?
No, yeah.
She didn't see it. She didn't see Deadpool 2. All right, let's go
So
through
bad.
a couple of things really quick, and then we'll get some hashtag.
Hashtag didn't watch it.
No, it's hashtag Ashley didn't watch
And
it.
I'm not even on the group chat today, so you guys are probably tearing me a new one. Do it. I don't mind.
Is the group chat?
No, on the she's not looking in the
The YouTube. I don't have
YouTube
my
stream.
laptop today, so I'm like stuck
So
to
you
to
can
my
say
phone.
anything you want about Ashley Day.
Hey.
She's a very pleasant person. Unless you drop a whole bunch of trading cards and she has to organize them.
Oh,
Anyway,
so much fun. Love it.
Anyway, so do you guys? I know how you feel about Solo, but if it had porn in it, would you like it better?
Wait, what?
Porno.
Wait,
because
what?
they've already made a Han Solo porn remake.
What did they call it? Can you? Are you actually allowed to say the name on air?
I'm sure I
Yeah,
can.
you can probably watch the trailer on YouTube. You can watch the trailer of a whole bunch of
Yeah,
porn
you really
parodies
can.
on YouTube, and they're
You know
all
what?
funny and they're really funny.
It's
Family Guy,
it's called
XXX.
Hand Solo.
No. Oh. I wish they would have done like Solo, the hand story, like something like a little bit more clever, but it's fine. That's fine.
It's pretty good. Anyway, if you guys have some time, the porn.
Wait, no, please.
the porn-
Can we do that? Like, everyone suggest their own like porn titles for this, like for the Solo movie. Just send it to us. Like, that'll just be fun.
That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
We'll read the
We'll
best
read
ones
all of
next
them,
week.
seriously.
But anyway, so we gotta go really quick. Do you guys like the Hallmark Channel?
I've never watched
Do you
it.
guys like Christmas movies?
Is it like Lifetime?
It's exactly like Lifetime, except sappier. Well, the Hallmark Channel is planning
We should do
to
a
release
commercial.
34 new Hallmark Christmas-related movies this season.
What are they gonna
I
talk
bet you
about?
30 of them involve some woman getting a divorce.
That too,
And finding love in Christmas time.
Exactly. Like, and out of those 30, 10 of them she falls in love with Santa Claus and becomes the new Mrs. Claus.
Or like some
tell
kind
me-
of magical guy. Oh god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Oh,
One of them's gonna involve a dog. That's why, like, those are gonna be the 30 movies. Then there's gonna be, 31 is gonna have like a Christmas dog. It's gonna be like Air Bud, but as a reindeer or some shit.
I was gonna say
And
something.
then it's gonna like.
I was gonna say something really stupid because everybody likes to, like, all the shows now like to include like a multicultural cast. So I'm like, I bet there's like at least like a few people that are just like a few characters, or there's like one solo movie with one like actual like multicultural person.
Black
Like
Santa?
like a black girl trying to find love with a white guy. Like, I just can't wait.
Really quick,
I can't
before
wait.
we're going out to break.
Like, oh my god.
Snoop Dogg just broke
Christmas
a world
miracle.
record.
Oh, I know what he did. He's
Biggest cup
bomb.
of gin and juice ever.
And we should have got one for today.
Yeah.
Playing
I
it?
can't
Is it
drink
gonna be
anymore,
on? Is that
man.
the next song?
I'm gonna puke. Is this
All right,
Sublime?
guys, stand by. Coming back after this.
Is this Sublime?
The Fan Control Football League is making fantasy football a reality. Like a real-life version of Madden, fans will vote on all personnel decisions and play calls in real time. And what the fan says goes. Visit fcfl.io to learn more. The FCFL, where you're in control.
It's Poppin' Off.
What do you got for us, Ashley?
Surprise! guys is Rosé.
This is the new,
poppies. I'm gonna call y'all poppies. Sorry.
Population.
Populations. Poppies. Poppies are cute, like a poppy flower. You guys are like poppy seeds.
All right.
Oh, I was going with more of a Hispanic seal and calling them poppies.
Cheers.
Oh, poppy.
Cheers,
No,
Pete.
I don't even say that word. Isn't that
Cheers.
weird?
Yeah, whatever.
Cheers, Pete.
Cheers, population. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like.
I've never had.
Oh, excuse me.
All right.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome in to Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto.
I should have worn my shirt backwards.
Joining with me as always.
We should have coordinated this.
My good friend Ashley.
Damn
and
it.
my best friend Pete.
I was still watching Ashley dance because Ashley was like getting into like the actual rhythm and stuff, and Danny just looked like that white guy on the dance floor. It's just like, oh, here he is. Here's the guy at the wedding. Here he is. He's bouncing to it. How you doing?
I can
don't
bounce
care,
with
Danny.
the beat.
I would still get drunk and dance with you.
Thank
It'd
you.
be so much fun.
I appreciate that.
I'm still getting drunk and dance with you. It's okay, Danny. We live to
All right.
fight, not die.
So there's something I want to do. We gotta get some hashtag and trending stuff, but there is something else I wanted to get to. I've thought about a new segment. Maybe not a full segment, but just a small little like. Just do a little spot
Lay it
in a
on me,
segment.
Like a
slick.
segment of a segment.
And yeah, and I'm working title. Maybe you guys can help us out with a title. But I'm thinking right now, modern day genius.
Oh yeah.
Almost likened to the Real Men of Genius commercials that
Which
used to
our
be out.
wonderful intern ruined for us.
Right.
Danny, I have one request.
What's up?
Please let me be. Here's to you, Mr.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Oh my
please.
god, I'm for that.
Absolutely. If you want to, hey, you know what we can do every week? I'll send or every so often when we actually get a new one of these, I'll send it to you ahead of time, and you can voice your own promo for it, and we'll just air it with that promo.
Well, who's going to sing it? Who's going to sing the part of what are we calling it?
I don't know. We gotta get.
No,
we gotta get,
what was the working
I
title?
just said modern day genius.
Modern Day Genius.
Anyway, so Andy.
Poppin Off presents Modern Man of Genius.
Andy, can you pop that up? This is the first one. I saw it, and it was like immediately I have to figure out some way to show this on television today.
And my head
because
blew up.
this person is thinking above all of us right now. The coffee pot is a non-stick surface. So you can literally warm up queso with no cleanup as long as you rinse it.
Really though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
queso. That's fat. That's hard to get off.
No.
I love how our intern earlier like ruined it for us though.
I know.
He's like, you could just bring out a saucer, like a pan or something. I'm like, all right.
But this is like if you're in a
Why'd you tell your
hotel.
intern, go away?
What if you're in a hotel
He's
room and all you got is a
amazing.
coffee pot and a cold jar of queso?
How often
'cause
do you
what
stay in a
do do in your
hotel?
room and you're buying Tostitos queso?
This
and
is what
you're
happens.
that
So it's like,
lonely.
so I'm painting. This is a scenario. So like you're staying at like I don't know what's one of those hotels, like a Holiday Inn or something, or worse, like
Holiday Inn
Let's go
Express.
to the
I'm a baller on a budget.
All right. So you go in, you're like, damn, I'm hungry. There's no food. So you get some chips and you get some dip. And then you're like, damn, I got to heat up this cheese dip. How am I going to do it? So you get the coffee machine and you're just like, here's some cheese dip. It's too much work. I don't know. I feel like
You
the
know,
cleaning lady
when you
would
have
piss off.
Marge, and Marge is sitting there at a La Quinta Inn, and she's like, I don't know what I want to do, but I'm at this La Quinta, and I really want some Tostitos, because I'm getting infected. And so she's just, you know what, I'm going to get some queso, I'm going to go, I see this coffee pot, and you know what, I'm sorry, Miguel, but I'm just going to use this, and I'm going to heat this up before my family takes a wonderful trip to Disney.
Can I tell you what's really funny, Pete? I don't know if you're looking at the same thing, but in the YouTube chat.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius, Hawaii.
Ooh,
What just happened?
That was my fault there. I didn't realize that I thought it was just instrumental music.
Oh,
My
okay.
bad.
Anyway, if you look in the YouTube chat, or not the chat, but the YouTube video itself, it has closed captioning on. I don't know if it's just mine or if it's all of them now. But that whole rant that Pete just went on was closed captioned, and I was just looking at certain words were different.
Yeah. So for some reason, the closed caption can't really understand what I'm trying to say, and it's awesome. Like the words that they try to figure out is great. So I'm just gonna keep slurring my words, guys. Sorry.
All right.
I'm just gonna
So really quick, one other thing I wanted to get to. I like a lot of stuff on Instagram, and most of the time, it has to do with like tattoos or pop punk bands or a combination of both. Tattoos on pop punk.
Oh, IG models, hey.
That's too. Or music or something like that. But anyway, so the other day I went to the Explore thing. Pops.
I know.
I was looking for stuff.
Cosplay hottie.
And I saw a hairless cat. I was like, you know what?
Which me and Danny like to send back and forth to each other because I used to be really disgusted about it, but now they're kind of cute. Like
it
a kitten.
looks like a living turkey with no feathers on it. That's what they look like. Anyway, I love them.
Just ruined my whole entire joke with loving a hairless cat. But okay, moving forward.
But anyway, so I you know what? I liked it. The next day, Andy, can you put that up? I just became aware of this today. I just from liking one thing, I have 2 hairless cat profiles following me.
You gotta find out who's the owner of that cat.
And they're liking our Poppin Off Instagram posts that I'm doing.
That's what I'm talking about, Super Spanx.
So maybe they're following the show.
No?
That's it. I mean, what's your audience? Well, mainly people that like pop culture and naked cats.
Bald cats.
Do you like pop figures and naked cats? Then you'll love our show.
That's, you know what you should do? You should put that on your Tinder bio. Like, if you love my show and love bald cats, then we can be together forever.
If you like to send photos of naked cats to each other, then I might.
It can't be. No, you have to word it differently. Like, it can't be naked cats. Who does that? Like, let's send naked cats to each other.
They didn't
She's
have
gonna
hair
ask
and
you, why don't
lose
you
it.
send me something else that's bare? It's like, it's gonna be a comment. It's like, I can't. Making me sweat
Do you
out of
remember we got
frustration.
into that thing where I was sending you all kinds of naked animals?
Yeah, you were. It was.
Yeah.
It got weird.
I sent her like naked bears.
That's how I knew what
naked
kind of friend he
dogs.
was.
Like I was sending
I'm
all
like,
kinds
thank
of stuff.
you.
All right, guys.
Jesus
You know what?
Christ.
Overtime?
Yeah! I'm sweating, guys. I'm hot.
We'll be back after this.
It's
Stand
hot in
by.
here. God.
It's Poppin Off.
Avengers, like Infinity War, at the end, I turned to the guy next to me and I was like, can you believe that?
But at least you ended it like that. You didn't end and be like, what just happened?
Who was Thanos?
Why does Thanos hate everyone so much? Why does that purple guy not like that green guy?
Who's that black tiger guy from that country? Wakanda.
Did Spider-Man get a new power? How does he disappear
What
like
happened
that?
to Tobey Maguire?
I thought spiders had 8 legs. He only has 6.
When does Uncle Ben show up? He's my favorite.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream. It's Poppin Off.
Jamie Foxx has signed on to be Spawn.
A lot of people are upset about Jamie Foxx being it because they think that he's going to mess it up.
Michael Jai White, who originally did it, is such a badass. I don't know about Jamie Foxx.
Are the same people that are saying this about Jamie Foxx right now, were they the same people that were saying Chris Pratt is Andy Dwyer? I can't see him as a Guardian of the Galaxy, some cut action hero guy.
But it's Jamie Foxx. I mean, the last good role, what was his last good role? Can anyone name it?
Angry Bosses?
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Don't say it. Welcome back into Poppin Off! I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, my good friend Ashley. And our best friend Pete!
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can't play this kind of music and then introduce me like that because I'm getting way too into it.
I'm getting emotional. I'm getting wet over here.
I'm an emotional wreck.
Wet with emotion.
Oh.
Wet with emotion.
Well,
Listen.
okay, naked cat.
I have a Jewish friend that I told her to teach me words. It's great. I do.
Let's make this OT count. I want to bring up something that is very disturbing to me.
What's up, man? What's on your mind?
It's a new trend for the summer for guys. If you're trying to read off of the rundown, which has been up for
I have it. It's on my phone. That's why I have it. Like, if you guys
literally the first topic on.
If you guys notice, I've been on my phone quite often, but it's because I have the rundown on my phone. I didn't bring my laptop. I'm so sorry.
It's the first thing. Guys are wearing lace shorts. And there is a photo, and I apologize, I didn't find a way that I could pull it out of the actual article. But if you guys all want to click on that, yeah, it's that. You can see straight through it into their whitey tighties.
You know what I wanted to see the most though? Rompers, like the men rompers.
That happened. That was last year's trend.
Yeah, but no one wore them. Like actually, not even like
hipsters wore them.
No, not even the gay scene. Like nobody wore the rompers. Like I'm dying to see it now.
Because it's uncomfortable to have to pull everything down like a toddler when you have to pee.
Oh my God! Welcome to the world of women.
Yeah, but that's my luxury. I don't have to worry about that, and I can pee standing up.
I will throw you down these steps. I will. I will.
Yeah, but outside we have appendages that stick out and flop around and stuff like that whenever we do stuff like that.
And we don't have stuff too.
That is not flopping out down there, and if you do, we should talk about that.
But anyway, we'll share a link to the article so you guys can see it.
They're
but basically,
cute. I like them.
If you just imagine this, it's a colored lace shorts, and you can see right through them. But the most confusing thing is
masculine man.
All three of the guys that are standing there with it, they decided on whitey tighties. Like, if they were like boxer briefs.
Yeah, but what are they gonna wear? It's not gonna go with it. No, you know what I think it is? It actually has a compartment where it's like a brief attachment. You know what I mean? Because they're all the same. They're color coordinated with the actual lace. So I'm assuming that each one of them has an actual like a panty attached to it for you guys. So you know,
it just seems a little too breezy for my liking.
You feel comfortable. Why not? If it's a hot summer day,
it's a little breezy.
A nice little run on the beach. That might be kind of fun. I'm not.
That's what I'm talking about, Pete.
My nice board shorts for the beach.
Can I ask you guys
something? A nice ocean breeze sweep.
Why am I so scared of what Ashley wants to ask?
This brings up like a conversation. Like, would you wear a skirt? Like, if somebody like dared you, would you wear a skirt? But like, what kind of skirt? Have you thought about it? Like a mini skirt or like a nice, or that too, like a kilt. Like if you were besides the tradition. I respect it, but besides that, like, would
so
you
you're
wear,
asking
like,
above the knee or below the knee? Is that what you're asking here?
Yeah.
I probably do above the knee. I don't care.
Oh, look at you, little slut. I can't. Look at you. How about you,
I got in
Pete?
trouble in high school. I got pulled down by the rent-a-cops in high school for leaving at a basketball game at halftime to put on the opposing team's cheerleading outfit and then to run out at halftime and then take the ball from the opposing team as they were warming up and then shoot in a skirt.
Oh, see,
And
I
I
wish
may
I
have
had
done
that.
a cartwheel after.
See, I wish I had that. Like my school, like I had to wear like the hand-me-down jerseys from like 2 years before, and I played soccer, and it was like, what the heck is going on? It was awesome. It's great.
Well, I also stole
Public school system. Woo!
Yeah. So lace shorts, Pete. You wearing them? If somehow we got them.
Dude, I'd be so down. I've wanted a romper for the longest time. I would rock that. I don't care. Listen, I have no fashion
Pete,
sense.
I swear, don't say
equivalent
that.
to dating, I'm open to anything.
Don't say that, because if I go to LA, I swear to God, I will get all three of us matching rompers, and we would have to wear
I
them.
don't want to do rompers. If you get us all lace shorts, I'm in for that for a walk through
What
LA
if we
with
do?
that.
Okay, what if we do one of those tacky like short suits, like the suits that come with like short pants, and the suits are like cut to like arm sleeve length?
Isn't that
Can we
like a
do
little
those?
Austrian boy? Like what?
I want to do it. Can we do it? Can we match? Oh my God.
I go to work when anytime you see me in a suit, I don't wear long sleeve shirts anymore because I'm being a tool. So like when I take off my suit jacket, it's a short sleeve shirt with a tie.
Oh,
so I look ridiculous.
you are
So
a
I am
tool.
so for a romper. I am so for that. Bring them.
I would do lace shorts over a romper.
You do lace shorts?
I would do lace shorts over a
But then
romper.
everybody will see your
Okay, but
junk.
if you're doing lace shirts, you gotta wear tidy whiteys.
Ooh, hey, Danny's a little
Can I
proud
do-
over
can I-
here.
Can I do boxer briefs?
Nope.
Boxer briefs
No,
are
you
the
can't.
same
You
thing.
have
They're
no.
just
You
as-
have to do the
No,
damn
you can't have your cake and eat it.
tidy
too.
whities.
I
Suck
don't
it up,
care.
Buttercup.
You know, I have a tattoo that goes up to my crotch anyway. It'll be the first time I actually get to show it off.
Hey, what? Time out, huh?
I have a tattoo that goes up to my groin. It's on the top of my thigh. I've shown you
Okay,
this.
right now on the group chat, please let's do a poll.
don't say
Everyone
that.
guess. 4 options. 4 options. What do you think Danny's tattoo is? The one that's close to his, his crotch.
We're
Let's do
ending.
this. It's fine. Everybody go on the poll right now in the group chat. Let's do it.
You mean the Facebook?
I mean, yes, the Facebook group. Sorry.
Don't post it here. We'll lose it.
Yeah.
Go to the Facebook
Go
chat.
on the Facebook group. Let's do a poll. Let's see what tattoo Danny has on his thigh. I need to know this. I don't even know it. I don't. And Pete, if you know it, shut your mouth.
I know Pete knows, number one, because I was very proud of it when I got it. I still am.
So shut your mouth, Pete. Let the fans guess and let me guess. Let's figure this out.
Take the camera to me.
All right, guys.
Oh, look, he's so pretty. Damn, Pete, he's handsome.
All right, guys, we're getting out of here for this week. Thank you so much.
Killer.
Tune in next week.
Oh my God.
2 shows next week.